Hey homies, welcome back to another Infernax video. Mind the voice, I am getting a little bit over a cold. I got a sore throat over the weekend. I don't know what's happened. Maybe COVID, maybe not. Definitely not COVID. So if I sound a little off, excuse me, that's what I'm coming through. But hey, I've been playing a lot of Infernax, right? About 22 hours worth, and I have seen a lot of this game in and out. I have seen everything it has to give, and I've caught a lot of references and Easter eggs about other games in here, right? This is a labor of love, and if you love retro games, you might have noticed some yourself. So before we head into it, guys, don't forget to leave a subscription, ring that bell, ring a ding ding, really helps out the channel. It's a free way to do it. I really appreciate if you guys do that. Leave a like if you found something cool in here or you learned something new. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. So Infernax as a whole is obviously a tribute to Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. With that being said, let's look at the most infamous thing that Castlevania has ever brought to the gaming population, and that is wall chicken. Wall chicken is a tasty morsel that Simon Belmont from the Castlevania games finds on his perilous journey to destroy our boy Dracula. Now, if Alcidor finds this wall chicken and eats it, his gut is not as strong as Travis, Simon, whichever Belmont it may be, right? And this has adverse effects on him. That homie cannot handle his wall chicken. And this obviously made an appearance in the first Castlevania game across numerous levels and numerous locations. We also have another Castlevania reference. This one pertains to Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Now everyone remembers AVGN, right? And if you don't, you're probably in the wrong place. I'm just kidding. Stay. Don't go. Alright, now going back to what I was saying. If you crouch in a specific corner in Simon's Quest, a tornado, whirlwind, whatever you may call it, comes down and picks Simon Belmont up and takes him to another location, right? This corner looks awfully familiar like the one from Simon's Quest. So Alcidor, you the player, crouches down, 10 seconds approximately, right? A tornado will come down, swoop you up, and you're like, oh my gosh, am I going to a secret level? No, it's a trap. You die. You don't really die, you don't lose any lives, and you start back on the same screen. If you had 0 hearts, don't worry about it. You don't lose any progress, and you don't have to reload your checkpoint. So it's nice, a fun little gag for those who recognize that corner. Alright, let's start talking about stuff that isn't related to Castlevania. So, if you are a big movie buff or a horror movie buff, you may know the words Necronomicon. This shows across various films. The one that I was most familiar with is the Necronomicon from Evil Dead. That's what it's referenced here. It has a similar design to it. You know, it looks like it's made out of flesh. It looks all scary. It's not something that you read to your grandma or your kids, you know? You don't want that shit around the house. This may be a stretch, but I believe this is a reference to the Evil Dead franchise or any other movie or series that has a Necronomicon. I'm unsure if this is something that writers use to cover their grounds for books that deal with spooky shit. And if that's the case, feel free to correct me, guys. But I think this is a reference to Evil Dead. Speaking about Evil Dead, we have another reference. Now, as you get your endings, you'll unlock cheat codes, and these cheat codes can be used to unlock certain things about the game, right? Increase the fun level. Now, one of these unlocks a attachment for Alcidor's arm, and that attachment is a chainsaw. This chainsaw is obviously a reference to Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series. A fun little tool that lets you chop up skeletons, eyeballs, and even the undead. Great weapon to play with. If you like being mobile, not the one I recommend. You kind of have to stay still, use it. Still a fun thing. It's always nice to see chainsaw weapons in video games. Who doesn't like a good chainsaw, right? Goes broom broom. Now, to enter those cheat codes, you have to go to either a save point or the statue or a temple of references, right? Easter eggs and such. Now, when you input the cheat code, the menu is very similar to that of a game Genie. If you're an OG homie, you know exactly what that is, and the interface is very similar, right? You get this rainbow going in and out, RGB, you put in the code, bada bing bada boom, you get your reward, right? Chainsaw mode, paintball mode, whatever it may be. Very similar. It's even got the same, almost sound effects, it's even got the same motion when it comes to the finger. I always love stuff like this. I always love game apparatuses getting referenced in other games. I think it's just cool to preserve history in other games. This is where we came from, and let's not forget our roots, boys. So those cheat codes I was just talking about, you get those from getting these books, right? And these books are designed in a way to mimic Nintendo Power magazine. These are from a bygone era, where physical media dominated the world. Which was only around 2010, I believe, was the last issue modeled. So 10 years? Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Anyways, it's been 10 years probably since we've seen a Nintendo Power, but this is how they look like, right? You're a kid, Friday night, you rented a game. Oh man, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest is hard. Where do I go? These books, these magazines would tell you where to go, right? They would tell you all the secrets. The design of them was great. They would show you level layouts, boss tactics, whatever you need to know about upcoming games, recently released games. There's a bunch of stuff in these things, and it's cool to see them referenced in a game that pays homage to our love and passion of retro games. We also have a Super Mario Bros. 2 reference here, and it's pertaining to Super Mario Bros. 2 ending. Right, at the end of Super Mario Bros. 2, turns out that everything was just a dream. Well, in Infernax, if Alcidor takes continuous naps, which who doesn't want to do that, right? Life is hard. You get the secret ending, which is just Alcidor sleeping away, you know, not minding what's going on with the world. He's like, you know what, forget about it, not my problem, I'll deal with it another day, right? You get this nice little ending with him in a nice little sleeping cap while the town that you're sleeping in burns down to the ground, right? At least you're warm for your final moments. Who can argue that? I also want to highlight a few comments that some of my viewers have mentioned when it comes to references. So the first one goes out to Zlaws0413. I think this is a good reference and a good attention to detail. Is that Marjacan, I forgot, the wizard guy, when he's fully powered up, his moves look very similar to the wizard character from the old arcade game King of Dragons, which was developed by Capcom. They have a very similar attack. You know, wizards at the time have that general look, but the attack seems about the same. Long ass fire, right? Everybody likes that. Wizards love that. Keep your distance and do maximum damage. So, good looking out there, Zlaws. And the last reference goes to @Rebirth2526. Now this man is saying that Alcidor is a Conan reference. The barbarian guy in this game? I agree. The man is barbaric. Now the one thing that I can say against him is that that guy doesn't have a sword. Conan has a sword. But Conan uses a variety of weapons against his enemies, right? So who's to say I can't say that this is a Conan reference? I think it's a good eye to attention and making more references to the 80s medias and games that Infernax is based off of. So good looking, my man. Now it's time for the last Easter egg / reference for this game. If you input the name Lachhh, which is the name of one of the developers of this game, Lachhh, you unlock Mini Alcidor. Now I know I made a video saying how to unlock all the hidden characters, but I believe this one is an extra. I don't know too much about his stats. I believe it's just base Alcidor and he's just mini, which is kind of cute, right? A lot of 2D characters have mini versions, most notably Mario. I don't know if you can dodge high attacks. I haven't met any really projectile characters that I can dodge under. Haven't played a lot of hours with them. I've only probably played the intro with them. So if you figure out if he's good for you, you let me know. I don't see him being too different from base Alcidor. Alright homies, that seems to be all the references and Easter eggs that I was able to find in Infernax. Please let me know if there's anything that I missed. This game's pretty big, right? There's multiple routes, multiple endings. A lot of things you can do here. So I may have missed one or two or maybe a few. If you think that's the case, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I will do my best to get to it and probably do another follow-up video if there's anything. If you like these type of videos, please let me know. I like making these. I think they're just as fun, if not more fun, than making the boss battle no damage videos, and honestly it's probably better for my mental health too. So if you like these, please leave a like, subscribe, really helps me out, shows me that I'm making content in the right direction. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Hopefully I'll see you in Ganryu 2, maybe something a little bit sooner. There's a lot of good indie releases coming up, so stay tuned. Take it easy, guys.